Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. The 20!
Check, block 54. Hey, keep it up. Like that.
Run.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The 26-yard line. Alert 3. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, Lou.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, watch the slant. Joker. Watch the eye.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Man, 5-7.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's our time. Check your hot read.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch out. He's crashing.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A pretty good look. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Keep playing. Son, pick up the ending. 54 Mike. You must be dreaming.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 44.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Check. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Strong right. 4 down. Check.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Any weapon.
second down. Ingram. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Steps away and avoids the contact by sliding. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he's got room. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
You.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Cowboys.
Check. Here we go, 46.
Prescott on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down carry by Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Ravens, 57-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now Prescott on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down. It's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, oh, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that comment. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throwing again. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott down. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He'll buy some time right, and he's got Snead. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 31, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw is Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to go down again. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down inside the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. He's back to throw.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Bullock. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
I got it. 55 is my guy. 55. I got it. Slam, slam, slam. 36.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.